Good afternoon, all of you. The topic for today's discussion is gastric secretion. In this topic, we will discuss what is the composition of gastric secretion, its mechanism of secretion, then function and regulation of secretion. There are two types of gastric secretion. One is exocrine and second is endocrine. In exocrine secretion, gastric juice is secreted, and in endocrine, gastric hormone is secreted. Gastric juice. Gastric gland secrete about 2 to 2.5 liter of gastric juice per day. It is acidic in nature. Its pH is around 1 to 2 and main constituent is water, that is 99.45% is water in it, and 0.55% is solid, that include various electrolytes such as sodium, potassium, magnesium, chloride, bicarbonate and others. Enzymes that is present in gastric juice are pepsin, that is secreted by chief cell of gastric gland, and it is secreted in inactive form pepsinogen. Then gastric lipase, that is weak fat splitting enzyme, and gelatinase, then amylase is there, then lysozyme, that is bactericidal, carbonic anhydrase, urease, that hydrolyzes urea to produce ammonia. Mucin is also secreted by the gastric gland, that is one is soluble mucus and second is insoluble mucus. Now come to the secretion of gastric juice. The secretion of HCl is by the parietal cell, and gastric gland secrete about 2.5 liter of HCl per day. Mechanism of HCl secretion. It is mainly described in two steps. One is the secretion of H plus and second is the secretion of chloride ion. Now come to the secretion of H plus ion. It is H plus ion is formed in the parietal cell from the CO2 and H2O that are present in the cell. The enzyme carbonic anhydrase is present in the cell, parietal cell, and it causes the formation of H2CO3 minus ion, which dissociate to form H plus and HCO3 minus. This is the diagram that shows the parietal cell. It is the parietal cell where H2CO3 is formed by the CO2 and H2O that are present in the cell, and carbonic anhydrase enzyme is also present here. This H2CO3 dissociate to form HCO3 minus ion and H plus ion. This H plus ion is secreted into the lumen of the canaliculi by exchange of K plus ion by primary active transport, that is mediated by the H plus K plus ATPase pump, and the HCO3 minus ion that is transported by antipode by the basolateral membrane into the blood in exchange of chloride ion by active transport. This HCO3 minus ion that is released into the blood is responsible for the postprandial alkaline tide, and it is characterized by the alkaline urine, slightly depressed breathing and raised alveolar PCO2. This H plus is secreted into the lumen and it combined with chloride ion and form HCl. This HCO3 minus in exchange of chloride ion come into the blood, and this HCO3 minus ion is responsible for postprandial alkaline tide. It came as short note. Now secretion of chloride ion. As there is high intracellular negativity, the chloride ion is forced into the lumen through chloride channel that is located on the apical membrane of the cell. High intracellular negativity is due to the sodium potassium pump that is located on the basolateral membrane of the cell, and potassium pumped in, it diffuses through the potassium channel that is present on the basolateral and on apical membrane. So there is high intracellular negativity. What are the factors that affect the HCl secretion? Factor stimulating HCl secretion is vagal stimulation, gastrin and histamine. These are the factors that increase HCl secretion. Factors inhibiting HCl secretion are low pH in stomach, that is less than 3 by negative feedback mechanism, then intestinal influences, then somatostatin and prostaglandin, epidermal growth factor and transforming growth factor. Functions of HCl: it helps in breakdown of protein, and second one is it provides optimal pH for the action of pepsin. It means it is necessary for the action of pepsin. It inhibits the growth of pathogenic bacteria inside the stomach. This is the diagram that shows the parietal cell that secrete H plus and Cl minus ion in the intracellular canaliculi, and which secrete HCl. Now you can see where the active site there are numerous mitochondria that provide the energy for the active transport. Now pepsinogen secretion. It is secreted in inactive form, that is it is inactive precursor of pepsin, and it is secreted by the chief cell of the pepsinogen 1. It is also a small amount is also secreted by the pyloric gland that is called pepsinogen 2, and it is stimulated by the vagal stimulation, gastrin and histamine. Pepsinogen is converted to pepsin by the action of HCl on it or by the action of preformed pepsin. What is the function of pepsinogen? It helps in splitting protein into proteases, peptones and polypeptides. Optimal pH for its action is 2. Pepsin converts casinogen to casein, and it combines with calcium to form calcium caseinate. Now secretion of intrinsic factor. It is secreted by the parietal cell of the gastric mucosa and is essential for the absorption of vitamin B12. It forms a complex with the B12 and it is carried to terminal ileum for absorption. As you all know, its deficiency causes pernicious anemia in patient of idiopathic atrophy of gastric mucosa. Now regulation of the gastric secretion. Neural control is there. It is carried by local enteric plexus that involve cholinergic neuron, and impulse come through the vagal innervation from the central nervous system. Vagal stimulation, it causes increased secretion of HCl by the parietal cell and increased secretion of pepsin by the chief cell. It also increases H plus secretion by direct path as well as indirect path. In direct path, the vagus nerve fiber release acetylcholine and it acts on the muscarinic receptor on the parietal cell. In indirect path, the vagal nerve innervate G cell and stimulate the release of gastrin into the circulation through the gastrin releasing peptide. The gastrin in turn stimulate H plus secretion. Acetylcholine also potentiate the effect of histamine on H2 receptor of the parietal cell. Indirect path, I have told you. Vagal stimulation inhibit release of somatostatin and thus indirectly stimulate H plus secretion. This is the mechanism by which vagal stimulation increase H plus secretion by the parietal cell. Vagal stimulation, vagal nerve directly act on parietal cell and stimulate HCl secretion, or it act through the G cell and increase the parietal cells secretion. So it is direct pathway and it is the indirect pathway. It also inhibit release of the somatostatin and thus indirectly stimulate the H plus secretion. Now chemical control. Role of gastrin. It is secreted by the G cell into the blood circulation and it reaches the stomach through the arterial circulation and stimulates secretory activity of the parietal cell and chief cell. It is present in abundance in pyloric gland. It is secreted in inactive form progastrin. Then it is converted to gastrin by the HCl or product of digestion. It is of three types. One is G34, second is G17 and third is G14. In all of these, G17 is the most active. Now function of gastrin. It stimulates HCl secretion by binding with cholecystokinin beta gastrin receptor on the parietal cell. It causes opening of the calcium channel and release calcium from the intracellular store. This calcium along with cyclic AMP act via protein kinase to increase transport of H plus into the gastric lumen by H plus K plus ATPase. It also increases HCl secretion by stimulating secretion of histamine from the ECL cell that is present in the body of the stomach. It increases gastric and intestinal motility, increases pancreatic secretion of insulin and glucagon, and It has trophic action also. It is necessary for the proper growth of the gastrointestinal mucosa. Now, what are the factors that affect the gastrin secretion? Factors affecting gastrin secretion are vagal stimulation. Vagal stimulation increases gastrin release through GRP and distension of the pyloric antrum. It also increases gastrin secretion through the intrinsic innervation. Product of protein digestion. Peptide and amino acid, alcohol and coffee also increases gastrin secretion. Then the next one is calcium and epinephrine. It is also reported to increase gastrin secretion. Now, what are the factors that inhibit gastrin secretion? That is the low pH of the gastric juice. If pH is less than 3, it inhibits gastrin secretion and it forms the basis of negative feedback mechanism that control the HCl release. Somatostatin, that is released by D cell, it also inhibits gastrin secretion by the G cell. Then there are various other substances, that is gastric inhibitory peptide, vasoactive intestinal peptide, glucagon, calcitonin. These all inhibit gastrin secretion. Now, role of histamine. Histamine is released from the ECL cell that is found at the base of gastric gland. It has both gastrin receptor as well as acetylcholine receptor. It stimulates HCl secretion through the from the parietal cell by acting on H2 receptor, and this various H2 receptor blocking drugs such as cimetidine, ranitidine that inhibit H plus secretion by blocking stimulatory effect of histamine. Now come to the role of somatostatin, that is released by the D cell and it is located adjacent to the G cell or the parietal cell in the gastric gland. It inhibits HCl secretion by the 2B either by directly acting on parietal cell or indirectly by inhibiting gastrin secretion by the G cell. Role of low pH in the stomach, that is less than 3. When pH of a stomach is less than 3, gastrin secretion is inhibited, which inhibit H plus secretion. This form is the so-called negative feedback mechanism. If pH of the gastric content rises above 3.5, the release of gastrin is stimulated. In this way, the negative feedback control over gastrin release maintain the pH of gastric content near around 3. Now come to the intestinal influences. Chyme that contain acid, fat and protein, product of protein digestion, when it reaches the duodenum, it causes release of various intestinal hormones like secretin, CCK and GIP. Phases of gastric secretion and their regulation. There are 3 phases. First is the cephalic phase, second is the gastric phase and third one is intestinal phase. Cephalic phase occur when before the food enter into the stomach. Its secretion is initiated in this phase by the thought, sight, smell or taste of the food. Neurogenic signal originate in the cerebral cortex and appetite center of the amygdala or hypothalamus. The impulses are transmitted to dorsal vagal nuclei and from there through vagi to the stomach. Emotions also influences the vagal mediated gastric secretion, and rate of gastric juice secretion during this phase is very high, around 500 ml per hour. But this phase lasts for very short time, and it's account for the 45% of the total gastric secretion. Now second phase is gastric phase. It starts when food enter into the stomach. Role of gastric juice secretion during this phase is less. Rate is less as compared to that of the cephalic phase, but this phase lasts for a long time and account for the 50% of the total gastric secretion. The presence of food in the stomach induces gastric secretion by either distension of the body of the stomach, distension of the antrum, product of the protein digestion, and low pH. Now third phase is the intestinal phase. It begins when the chyme empty into the duodenum. It is mainly inhibitory in nature. It inhibits gastric secretion by the introgastric reflex that is initiated by the distension of the small intestine and presence of acid or protein breakdown product in the upper intestine and irritation of the mucosa. Hormonal mechanism, that is presence of acid, fat or other hypo or hypertonic solution and irritating factor in the upper small intestine release several hormones like CCK, secretin, GIP and VIP, somatostatin that inhibit gastric secretion. These inhibitory influences help to terminate the gastric secretion when all the food has left the stomach. This is the phases and regulation of the gastric secretion. This is the cephalic phase, and it starts with the sight, smell, taste and thought of the food and emotion. Then second one is gastric phase, when food is present in the stomach. Then third is the intestinal phase, when food it start when chyme begin to empty from the stomach into the duodenum. So this is all about gastric secretion. Thank you.